Good morning. We're new around here, so I thought we'd introduce ourselves. I'm Jill.
I'm Terry.
And we're traveling around in our self-converted van, Tumbleweed.
Along with our dog, Tokai, who is a Hungarian, very spoiled pulley.
This little monster right here is our puppy dog, Tokai. He's a Hungarian pulley, and he might be the spoiledest pooch in the world.
We started out here, and we were working our way to Moldova. It's the whole reason we came this way, because we wanted to see the famous underground wine cellars in Chisinau. So we came along here, we crossed the border into Moldova, came along here, and ended up just north of Chisinau at Cricova. We toured, saw the winery, had a fun time, and then worked our way back to the border.
Good morning. We are on our way, on yet another foggy day, to a new country. Neither of us have been here before, so we are off to the country of Moldova, Moldovia in Italian. And we have about 6K to the border, so this will be fun. This is the queue of semis. Waiting to get across the border. And there's some police, frontier police. This makes you glad you're not a semi. We are waiting. Alrighty, we are making progress on this border crossing. Still in the queue, still waiting. Out of Romania. Oh, but are we gonna go into Moldavian customs now? Oh, it looks like it. Passport control and customs. Bye-bye, Romania. Ooh. Here we have our entrance into Moldova. Please stop between pillars. That's right. And let's go queue up. That queue back behind us was leaving Romania, and this is entering Moldova. Here we are waiting at the Moldavian side. It's official. We are done. We are in Moldova. Hooty hoot 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 hoot. Well, so far, Moldavia is looking a lot like Romania, except the roads are back down to a Hungary level of bumpity bump 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 bump. Let's go recept ourselves and see what's in store. Good morning, everybody. We are sitting in a very warm reception area waiting for our wine tour to start. We have now paid the most we have ever paid to go to a winery, and it is in Moldova. And we are at Cricova Winery. And they are famous because they have a lot of underground caverns. So we are going to have a tour of the underground caverns, and then we are going to have a wine tasting. We are spoiling ourselves, and we have booked the business package. Excited about that?
I'm looking forward to it.
Should be interesting. In English, actually. Well, here we are on the little train with our guide, Galina. I read online that most of the town of Chisinau was made with limestone blocks carved out of these caverns. These underground caverns are ideal for the storage and aging of wine. They have a constant humidity and a constant temperature. The temperature stays around 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees centigrade. We're here for the movie.
Where shall we sit?
Ching ching.
Ching ching.
And a toast with Cricova Champagne Method Bubbly.
Here's more quiet.
Oh yeah, much more quiet. I can actually hear you.
This is Sector Remouage, but how our visitors say this is a real paradise of sparkling wine from the Republic of Moldova, because the size of the total streets were until 5 kilometers.
Wow.
Streets we have on the left, on the right, and also straight ahead. The maximum capacity of the bottles which we can keep is around 1 million, but at the moment we have 900,000 at this time.
Uh-huh.
We have some special bottles with no pressure, because normally these bottles we cannot touch because they're still in the production. Now in the bottles it's 5-6 atmospheres. Our visitors, they have to do not touch because it's not so safe. Also something special, we can observe the bottles are closed just temporary with a metal crown cap. But just at the end of the process, at the machine, we will discuss, of course, we are changing that crown cap. This is the bottle of sparkling wine. And very important fact, we cannot call the production champagne. Cricova never say we're producing champagne, because just in Champagne region, we have to call the production just sparkling wine. Fermentation is gonna be, of course, in the bottle, and we are closing temporary with a metal crown cap. The fermentation is gonna be just about 2 or 3 months. But the most important step after that will be the aging period. The youngest one, sparkling of Cricova, will be for the keeping process starting from 9 months. This is a baby of the company. But the best one, the visit card, you see that bottle in the movie. It's Grand Vintage. It will be 5 years of aging.
Wow.
Wow.
The oldest one from Moldova.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the oldest one aging in France for Dom Perignon is 7 until 9 years.
Mhm.
The oldest one from Moldova, just 5
5 years.
in Cricova. Yes. It's the visit card. Grand Vintage, by the way, obtained the gold medal at in France at the competition Effervescent de Meaux.
Mhm.
It was the best one sparkling in the world. And the price of Grand Vintage is 550 Moldovan lei, because it's the best one which one we are producing. And after 5 years, after aging period, at the light will be more easy to see for you.
Oh yeah, the dregs.
All of the impurities will be collected on the OS part. And of course, with the sediment, we cannot sell the sparkling wine, the production, we have to clean. And the next step, it's called remouage process. Remouage is a French term, but in translation, it means to turn, to wriggling. As you've seen already in the movie, all of these bottles, first day, they will come in remouage sector, and they have to be introduced in regular pupitre, we call it pupitre stand, in horizontal position. And once in 2 days will be remouage, the rigging process. And all of the bottles will have to be turned manually with a hand, 45 degrees. And also the bottles a little bit, we are changing the angle. Because the process is gonna be 2 months, slowly once in 2 days, the bottles will be turned, and at the end, they're gonna be in vertical position.
So how many people would work this turning?
This is the most famous question.
Is it? I would imagine, yeah.
Yes, we will discuss. Just I want to explain what will be
Oh,
next.
sure. Go ahead.
In vertical position, we can observe already the sediments are starting to be collected, of course, in the neck. At the end of the process, we're obtaining small 1 centimeter. And after that, bottles will be transported, of course, ahead for the disgorging machine. At the machine, something interesting will happen. The neck, 4 centimeters, 3 centimeters, will be introduced in a frozen substance. We are using monoethylene glycol. And just in a couple of seconds, the neck will be frozen at minus 25. Of course, at this low temperature, we're obtaining a cube of ice in the neck. And after that, the machine will be opened the temporary crown cap. Do you remember the pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Here it's 5, 6, and of course the
It
cube
flows out.
pop out from the bottle so quickly. Machine will close at the end with also a cork. But more quality, of course, a cork imported from the Portugal. Why from Portugal? Because there's in Portugal they have special oak trees. Unfortunately, we don't have them in Moldova.
Doing that at breakneck speed.
Underground winery.
Yes, an electric tram.
They have a church so people can get married in the underground winery. Next, Galina showed us where they store and age the wine. A lot of wineries will call this their library. In Soviet times, they were a big supplier to the Russian market, which Galina said they have a penchant for sparkling wine.
Every box is numbered. 90, 91, 92, 93. We have more than 1,000 boxes. And 2% of 1,300,000 of bottles, they have an owner. Just 2%. We have a lot of people from a lot of countries which one decided to become an owner, and they have a private collection.
Oh.
And this is mentioned with a special gold ID card, and the name, of course, we can see it. All of the visitors will see who will be the owners. Rudolf is from Germany, but we have from Italy, Poland, France, Romania, most of all, and few from Moldova, local people. Doesn't matter from which country we are. Everybody has to pay the price for that. Casa, 500 euro per every year. Those wines will be just Cricova wine production. Actually, it's not possible to bring a wine from Germany, from Italy. To
Only Cricova.
Only Cricova.
Well, great storage conditions, though. I mean, it's a perfect place.
The factors of climate special, humidity, and of course the temperature is always constant, 12 degrees. And if you'd like to become the next partner, we have a chance because we still have empty boxes.
We'll let you do that.
Actually, it's quite popular because there are a lot of private collection. At the moment, we have more than 75 people.
Wow.
75 partners, yes.
This really is amazing. The scale, it's just ginormous.
Yeah, you are in the second, the biggest one collection in the world.
Where's the biggest?
What is the biggest? Thank you for the question. The biggest one, by the way, is not kept very far away. But could you guess in which country, probably?
Italy.
Italy, okay, your idea?
I'm going with France.
France. All the time, ideas France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, because they're wine countries. But the biggest wine collection in the world is also in the Republic of Moldova.
Oh, really?
It's the second cellar. It's called Mileshti Mici.
Oh, it's south of...
Yes, it's
Chisinau? How do you...
Chisinau, but opposite part. We are not competitors, we are friends, because both of us were working to promote wine domain in Moldova. They established the collection 2 years before Cricova, and they have 1,500,000, and their collection are included in Guinness Book.
Oh, there you go. Well, you got UNESCO, so there you go.
Yes, they got it.
Yeah, we looked at that, but we thought, oh, let's choose one or the other. We chose
But for
Cricova.
sure, you made the best decision.
Oh, I know.
Because Cricova is considered the visit card of the Republic of Moldova, and the most important official delegation, of course, they're coming first here.
Easier to pronounce. We can tell our friends we went to Cricova. I can't tell my friends.
This is also a secret, but also so important is that Nilesh means we are producing just regular wines.
Oh, no bubbling.
Sparkling wines, yeah.
Wow. So you have a great job.
We are going to see the oldest known wines and the most important for us, the heritage of the Republic of Moldova. Of course, the most important you've seen in the movie. It's a special liqueur made in 1902 in Jerusalem, Jewish of Easter. Why it's so important? Because in the world, in that year, the only production was produced 400 bottles. Just imagine this is the last one in the world.
Wow.
Covered with a dust and all of use mold. It means the bottles are not fake. Views are from 1992.
This is one of their bigger tasting rooms for large groups, corporate events, and year-end festivities.
Officially, Cricova is second the largest cellar in the world, because the size of the total streets were up to 120 kilometers.
This is the presidential hall. So when they entertain presidents, this is where they put them. Terry, here you are for your wine tasting. Here you are for your wine tasting.
Yes, I am.
And very cool tapestries. My. Good. Okay, so that's the white local indigenous grape, right?
This sparkling wine, white brut, produced according to French method. This is white and local variety Fitasca Alba, like Pinot Blanc.
Still? It's a still?
Still.
Okay.
Still and dry.
Okay, a rosé.
Rosé, also still and dry from Cabernet, Merlot, and Shiraz. And this is a French Bordeaux blend from Cabernet and Merlot.
So, we have had our guided tasting, and we have been left to our own devices in this amazing tasting room with our 4 wines: a red Bordeaux-style blend, a rosé from red wines, a white that is an indigenous Moldovan wine, and then the Cricova Brut, which is, I have to say, a very, very lovely traditional champagne method bubbly wine.
So we've had our cellar tour, which I was a bit leery about at first, but I have to say, totally worth it.
Just in scale.
Just in scale. This place is humongous, enormous, gigantic. This has been a really good tour. I'm really glad we did it. I thought at first it was a bit pricey. It's been a lot of fun. We had a great wine tour guide.
Galina.
It's been fascinating. This place makes 10 million bottles of bubbly wine and about 4.5 million bottles of still wines.
You would think, given that production volume, that the quality might be a little bit lower. But really, pretty well made wines. They might or might not be to your personal taste, but they're well made. There's no faults. And I would have to recommend, actually, the bubbly. Champagne method.
Which is their specialty.
Right. And also an indigenous grape, I think.
They could take me anywhere. I have no idea where I am.
No idea.
Say hi to the camera.
Right to the camera.
We have finished our tour and we are emerging out. Oh, it's even colder out here.
Yes.
Of course, the salads.
What you got in your pocket there?
I have a bottle of champagne method wine.
Do you ever?
I always enjoy going through a winery, and that was a great tour through Cricova. These are some of the vineyards surrounding the winery at Cricova, and as you would imagine, they're vast. You can see that some of them are wrapped up in their winter coat of snow.
Good morning, everybody. We are on the road again, and as you could probably hear, it's not a very good road. But because of that, we are heading back into Romania to head south, because we're thinking that overall the roads will be better. So, wish us luck, wish us good road karma. So in the distance, hopefully you can see some of the apartments, the flats, the high-rises. And a lot of the high-rises look like that, and they kind of ring the older cities in a lot of these former Soviet countries. It looks like pretty grim housing, but then again, it's housing. This is the little Moldavian town of Bukovac. So it gives you an idea of what little towns in Moldavia look like.
It's fun for us to share our adventures, and we appreciate you watching. If you want to follow along for more, please join us next time on Tumbleweed and Tokai as we take the road toward Turkey.
More Moldovan countryside near the border with Romania. Alrighty, we are getting ready to cross the border. Hopefully it goes quick. And here we are coming up on the Moldova side of the border. And there does not appear to be a very large queue. Here's the X-ray your car thing. Do not stop between the pillars. I thought they said stop between the pillars. They have mystified me. So not a horrible queue.
Well, better than coming in the other way.
Yeah, better coming in the other way. So yeah, everybody's queuing in this lane because it's the only one open. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes, but no, we have one open. All right, we made it through the Moldovan side. Now we're crossing the actual border, which is the river, and hopefully we get through the Romanian side just as efficiently. There's Romania, Romania, Romania. When the poolie's too quiet, you know he's up to something. These used to be gloves with 5 fingers, and now they're just trash. Well, that border crossing was a little bit more thorough, shall we say, than going the other direction. We had to open the back of the van 3 times. Just on the Romanian side, I don't know what they thought, if somebody like snuck in there between in the 20 feet between the times we stopped or what. But then finally we got kind of stopped again, passport control. We got through that, and then we got stopped at customs. And I think the customs guy just wanted to speak a little English and practice. But anyway, So he got a free English lesson, and he let us in. And all in all, I'd say it took an hour. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're through. It's over. Yay.